Alright, hello, hello, hello. Would you imagine that? The year is almost over. And, here we are. So, today I'll just be going back over through what I've done this year. 2023. This is the first year that I've done fully, from January until December. Because last year is when I started, so I didn't have a full year of activity yet at that point, so hey, first time. So last year, exactly last year actually, December 26th of 2022, I set a few goals for myself for 2023, and one of them was to get 10 subscribers on YouTube. At least 10, you know, double digits. Because I was at single digits still at that time. And I hadn't yet started Twitch, so that didn't factor into any of my considerations, but as of this moment, I have, let me take a quick look, it's 16, I bet it's still 16, it's not like it would change. Yes, I have 16 subscribers on YouTube, and 10 followers on Twitch, so I'm double digits on both, actually. So that's one goal accomplished. My other goal was to play Fire Emblem Engage. That one was an, I guess, relatively easy one. I knew that it was coming out this year and I wanted to play it, so I set that as my goal. Well, I thought it would be easier. I ended up taking until November, well, December? Did it go into December? Practically the whole year, because it came out in February. I spent almost the whole year playing Fire Emblem Engage, but I did finish it all the way through to the end, including all of the DLC. So that goal is accomplished. And then my third goal was to do more music-related stuff, because, you know, I think music is pretty fun, so I wanted to do a bit of that instead of just, you know, always playing games and stuff. I would say that's the one which I thought, especially towards the end of the year, that, I haven't really done much about it. But looking back, like, cause I did kind of look back a bit before now, just getting ready for this stream, I did do a bit of music. I'd say maybe it's a half-completed goal. So I'll decide on some goals to set for 2024 later. Let's just go right into looking over 2023. So I collected my thumbnails from YouTube because I feel like that's the easiest way to look back. And the first game that I played was Vtuber Connect, a visual novel about VTubers and the relationship with their viewers. And it took me 4 parts to complete. It was pretty short, and I had fun to do like some self-voice acting on that because it was an unvoiced visual novel. And I feel like that was a pretty nice start to the year because, you know, it's a story about VTubers, so I got thinking about my own activities and what I want to focus on. Not that it really has much to do with the novel itself, because, well, I'm just an internet ghost with no viewers compared to the super duper popular Mana. But yeah, it's you know, reading about VTubers while you are one yourself is pretty fun. And after I finished playing it, I also drew this fan art. So this one here, I really liked her design for like the sky, stars, and moon motif. And also in the game itself, the design of her room was quite unique as well. I like that kind of starry aesthetic. And then, in particular with this fan art, drawing the hands was such a challenge. Like, I posed, how do I make a star with your hands? Like, if you only have 2 hands, how do you make a star? Because the classic the classic way of making stars with hands is to like have multiple people and make them like point with each other, right? So then I thought like, well, if it's with string, then you can make a star. So I did that. That's Vtuber Connect. So after that, while I was playing Vtuber Connect, Fire Emblem Engage came out. So the very next stream that I did was Fire Emblem Engage, the very first part out of over 30 parts that I ended up doing. And yeah, I went into the game knowing pretty much just the promotional material, so like the trailers, I know the faces of like the royalty. I know that there are rings and emblems and all that, but I didn't dig too deep into it. So this is the first Fire Emblem game that I ever played blind Iron Man. To be honest, this is the first Fire Emblem game that I played Iron Man all the way through, like, period. Because I haven't played any of the other games Iron Man, even if I knew what was coming. So, ultra fresh experience. It definitely helped that I played it with the rules of if Alir dies, then I get to reset the chapter. That saved me a lot, especially in the beginning, because Alir kept dying. But I did lose a lot of units throughout the whole run. And I'll just continue going through the thumbnails because I played it a few times in a row, just through momentum. A bunch of Fire Emblem Engage 5 parts in a row. And I think, let me see. Yeah, I played sometimes I played like for like 5 hours, but most of the time it's like 2 hours. After the 5th part, I had a, let's see, was it after the 5th part? Oh, it was actually after the 4th part where I played, wait, was it the 5th part? You know what, I don't know anymore, but at some point between all of this, I did advance one of my goals, right? To do more with singing. I uploaded my first cover at that time. So like, here. This. The Neko cover that I did. I posted this on February 22nd because that was like Cat Day. And I was like, alright, Neko being cat, let's try it out. As far as the video and the recording process and all that, nothing fancy at all. I just took a backing track that was available, and they said in the description it says that you can use it for singing videos. And then I recorded my voice, and then I just kind of put them together. And that was like my audio. I don't really understand mixing, so whatever that process is, did not happen. I don't understand it. And then for the video, I guess if this counts as animation, this is the animation that I did. It was, boy, I can't remember how many frames it is, but let me just count. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 maybe frames. It's just the tail moving back and forth and like an open and closed mouth. So yeah, that was the video, and then I also have the lyrics on the side. Even though the video is so simple, it surprisingly takes a lot of time to do this kind of thing. That's what I learned, because I started working on that, I guess maybe even before the year had started. So like, if it was posted on February, I had started at least 2 months before. But yeah. And then another music related thing I just did like a piano stream. That one just piano. And then I go straight back into Fire Emblem Engage because of course. Right? Of course we're gonna do more Fire Emblem. And so we kind of just continue with some Fire Emblem. And then I take a break and do some GeoGuessr. Okay, so this GeoGuessr one, putting aside the actual contents, making this thumbnail was so, I'm like, I still look at it and I'm like, what? This thumbnail actually looks like a thumbnail. Like, it probably has to do with the actual GeoGuessr image, because I took that as like a screenshot of the website. And then all I did was put like getting lost in GeoGuessr, and then I kind of like put it at an angle, and I'm like, whoa, it looks kind of thumbnail like, even though it's honestly pretty basic somehow. So then, yeah, I mean, GeoGuessr was fun. I used a throwaway account though, so I don't actually know how to get back in. I'd probably have to make a new account. Oh, hey, Mob Goblin. Yes, it was GeoGuessr. And then after that, I go straight back into Fire Emblem. And then, well, clearly at part 9, I got into Solm. And then, yeah, after that, some more singing. And this reminds me, since I did say my 2023 goal was doing more music stuff, so that's why I had both a cover and a singing stream and like the piano stream. Like, I did a lot of stuff in the early side of the year that had to do with music, but like my momentum totally died down at some point, maybe in the middle of the year. But this is still when I was doing music related stuff, I guess. And back to Fire Emblem. And then Tetris. So I had a little Tetris arc. I wanted to learn how to do T-spins because I had never done T-spins before. And so, you know, I learned how to do single T-spins, double T-spins, triple T-spins. I would say when I casually play Tetris now, I do like single T-spins. Rarely I do double T-spins, and I absolutely never do triple T-spins. Because when I was doing triple T-spins in, let me just skip ahead. I did some more Fire Emblem and then I went back into Tetris. So this is kind of in this take two kind of stream. This is where I really got into T-spins. Yeah, when I was doing triple T-spins in this stream, I literally had the wiki open on the side with like how to set up triple T-spins, and I was like matching the setup every round. I was just like, all right, let me put this here, put that there, and then there's one triple T-spin setup, and like I'll have built all around that, and I don't think that's like something I can do normally. So yeah, single T-spin, totally doable. Double T-spin, maybe if the time works out for it. Like I get a perfect setup for it, then maybe I'll do a double T-spin, but triple T-spin, absolutely never. So yeah, after I studied the T-spin technique in this stream, I kind of was satisfied and went back to Fire Emblem. And then continuing on Fire Emblem and Fire Emblem, does this look like, I think this is when I was doing like a whole bunch of paralogs. I see from like the backgrounds, like at some point in the game you get so many paralogs that you just end up doing paralogs the whole time and not advancing the main story. So like, yeah, the world needs saving. Sorry, let me just find these random places and deepen my bond with my emblems. Yes. So then after that, I took a break and played some Pac-Man 99. And this one was interesting. So when did I play this again? I played this on let's see. I'm just kind of scrolling through. I played this on May 16th. Pac-Man 99. As I was playing this, I was literally streaming it. I was streaming Pac-Man 99, and then Nintendo of Japan announces that Pac-Man 99 is ending its service. It's already ended its service by now, though, but back then it was May 16th, and they were gonna end it in October. I was like, wow, what timing. So anyways, that was the first and last time I played Pac-Man 99. Surprisingly, even though that was my first time playing it, like, I could get pretty high in the rankings, but I didn't know how to play. Honestly, I still don't know how you were supposed to play it. There was all these flashing icons, and, you know, obviously you run away from the ghosts, but I feel like there are certain techniques that you were supposed to do. Anyway, the service has ended. Too late now. So yeah, Fire Emblem. It's always just Fire Emblem, something else. Fire Emblem, something else. And the something else in this time was the first anniversary. So my first stream was on May 31st. So yeah, at this point, May 30, 2023, I streamed my first anniversary stream. And I remember this stream, I just did a bunch of different things. Like, I think I played like a bit of every game that I had played up to that point, which was kind of fun. It's like, all right, I played a bit of Link's Awakening because that was the very first game that I played. I played a bit of Deathmark because that was the second game I played. I played a bit of... Did I play something else? I know I ended it off by playing a random skirmish in Fire Emblem Engage, and then someone died. As in, the dancer died. Which is like one of the most useful units in the whole game. But yeah. Dying not on a Fire Emblem stream, but on an anniversary stream where I was just gonna do a skirmish. Not really a memorable death for Seedall. Anyways, leading from that death, more Engage. And then, oh, I see that starting from the 18th part, I started playing the DLC. But then I take a break and I try learning Korean. So, you know, I don't know Korean at all. So I figured I would try learning it from the beginning, from the alphabet. And okay, I streamed this in June. End of June. And it is now December. Have I studied since then? Not really. As in to say, I totally forget what I learned. Okay, I kind of remember some things because the alphabet used these picture mnemonics. So like I can kind of read some of them, but I can't read like a sentence, I don't think. Unless if they only have the ones that I know. Then I go back to Fire Emblem, and then I do another attempt at Korean. So like, you know, at this time, this was still July, I think. And I had recently reviewed the alphabet and all that. So I could kind of read it still in July. Because I studied, you know, June, July, that's pretty close. And I studied a bit between streams as well. So like I could kind of read. But then I realized, part 2 of Let's Learn Korean, you can't really learn a language on stream. Or like, it doesn't work that way, does it? Actually, learning a language is pretty difficult, isn't it? So, oh wait, actually, I forgot to turn on my BGM again. Alright, BGM is back on. But yeah, learning a language is something to do bit by bit, day by day, rather than on stream. So my ambitious Let's Learn Korean stream idea dies at part 2. And it never appears again. So with that, I go back to Fire Emblem, and this is me continuing the DLC. And I think it's around this point, this would be around July. I'm halfway through the year, and I realize my pacing of Fire Emblem is really slow. Even though I'm playing Fire Emblem, you know, a few times a month. At the rate that I'm going, I won't be able to finish before the end of the year. So what I do is I play more and more and more and more Fire Emblem. So I finish the whole DLC, I get back to the main story, and it feels like we're approaching end game. At which point I, you know, remember the fact that my goal 2023 was to do some music stuff. It's not just to finish Fire Emblem Engage, it's also to do some music stuff, yes. So I do a bit more singing. Although, to be honest, this stream was not not the best. It was just a shorter one. But I mean, it was fun. And also, I like the thumbnail. Sometimes I make thumbnails and I like them. Like this wink. Wink. Ultimately, it's a pretty simple thumbnail though. Speaking of thumbnails though, like my standard Fire Emblem Engage one, this one that I have here, it's my idea of, yeah, let's draw one thing and then use it for like every stream. So like this is, well, okay. I tried to draw myself in a Fire Emblem Engage style, but I don't think it really looks that similar to the Fire Emblem Engage style. Let me see if I can, like this. I probably should have made more emphasis on like the way that the eyes are drawn is kind of different. I don't think I quite grasped that correctly, but hey, I drew a ring on my hand, and that's the important part, right? That's Fire Emblem Engage. So anyways, judging by the thumbnails here, it looks like by part 30 the game is reaching its end. Very close to its end, at least. And yeah, that would have been right around August. Wait, September. Because in October, I switched to playing some horror games because I don't know, I like matching horror games to October. So I started playing like Deathmark again. So Deathmark I had played the previous year, so 2022, around October I think. But I had yet to play the DLC, so this is me checking out the DLC. And I don't know why the thumbnail size is different. I think it looked fine when I put it on YouTube, but the thumbnails for Deathmark, I actually really like making them. Unlike with Fire Emblem Engage, where it's like the same thumbnail style and I just change up the background, right? For Deathmark, I like doing I guess unique thumbnails for each case, because Deathmark, the structure of Deathmark is that there's like a mystery, sort of. And the story is about that mystery or spirit that we're hunting, because Deathmark Spirit Hunter. So in this case, it's like Red Riding Hood, so I put on the scared face and Red Riding Hood. And then in the next part, we find out that it's about like a schoolgirl, so I put on a schoolgirl uniform. And then I really liked my next thumbnail for the third part. This was the final part. It's an elevator, because in the story, one of the key parts is that like the elevator, wait, should I be spoiling this? The elevator is important. There's like this floor that you can't get to. And also like you run away into the elevator and like, you know, horror game kind of elevator vibes. So yeah, this one was fun to make. And then after Deathmark, I played a couple of, what do you call that? RPG Maker games? So like, The Witch's House and Trick and Treat. So like, one that's a bit more... This one was a bit more horror. Like jump scares, and the story itself is, you know, once you finish it and you think about it, it becomes more scary. And it's like, oh, so that's what it meant. It's like that kind of story. Also nice and short. I like shorter games. Otherwise, it's like Fire Emblem where it takes me the whole year. And then Trick and Treat was another RPG Maker game. This one was more comedic. So I guess there were still jump scares and stuff, but it was more of a puzzle game, and then like the reveal at the end is more happy, I would say. It's the kind that, okay, well, I mean, there's some things that you can think about deeply, but ultimately it ends like a happy ending. The Witch's House ends, like, even at the happiest ending, it's not really a happy ending. But Trick and Treat is definitely a happy ending. So yeah, then after my horror game fun, I went back to Fire Emblem, and this was... right. This is the DLC. So previously when I had played Fire Emblem, I see. This was how it went. This background, this thumbnail, that was the final chapters, that like ending the game, the main game. And then for this, the DLC was the DLC story, so like it's different from the main story. So I played that all the way through to the end. No distractions. Which then brings me to almost the present. WarioWare and last week's guitar stream. And then here we are now. The end of 2023 kind of stream. So after playing Fire Emblem Engage though, I did do a bit of fan art. So Ivy, because she is the one that I gave my ring to. Let me see if I can put her into a place that's like easier to look at. Like, I don't know, here. Look, it's Ivy. So I drew Ivy, and I also drew Alchrist. Alchris because I like archers, and I'll put them, I don't know, here. Because I like archers, and Alchris really helped me out during my run. And then I'm actually in the process of drawing Diamant right now because he also helped out in my run, and you know, the Diamant and Alchris Brodia brothers. Look, I liked using them together. I'm not sure if I will keep drawing more characters, but yeah, I'm slow at drawing, so that's what I have so far. Alright, so the past year summarized in about half an hour. Let's see, so about next year then. I've been thinking about what kind of games I want to play now that I finished Fire Emblem. Like, the obvious choice, I guess, would be to play more Fire Emblem, because, you know, there is a lot of Fire Emblem out there. And even though I like Fire Emblem a lot, I actually haven't played super many games, I would say. Or like, there's a lot that I haven't played, I guess would be a better way to put it. Like, the only Fire Emblem that I've completed is Fire Emblem Awakening. And then for Fire Emblem Fates, I only played through Birthright. I played through Fire Emblem Echoes all the way through up until Thebes, that's endgame content. And then Fire Emblem Three Houses, I played only the Blue Lions route. So like, quite a bit that I haven't played. When it comes to the earlier ones, GBA, GameCube, I guess interestingly enough, I haven't actually played them all the way through myself. It's a case where, I guess you could say in my previous life, I just watch people play it. So like, I know the story, I've been spoiled and stuff, and I know the gameplay, but I haven't like taken it with my own hands and moved and played it myself. So I'm kind of interested in playing them, but it's also like I can't do the same thing that I've done with Fire Emblem Engage, where it's like a fully blind Iron Man. Although to be honest, I'm not sure how many games are suited to that, because Engage felt really, really good to play on Iron Man because they kept giving you units that were stronger than your current units. So even if everyone was alive, you would be tempted to use the newer units, I think. I mean, I can't say for sure because I did play it as Iron Man, so like a lot of people did die. But yeah. I think it would be, like, for example, Fire Emblem Three Houses. You don't recruit people normally. So I feel like Iron Manning Three Houses would be more difficult. Because if someone dies, then they're dead. And you don't get anyone to replace them. And if you were to recruit someone from another house to replace them, you would have to still train them up. So, yeah. If I were to go and do an Iron Man, I'd have to probably search up which game is well suited for that. I guess in that respect, I really lucked out with Engage because I didn't do any research before doing it, and it like worked out really well. So, lucky me. But yeah. If not playing another Fire Emblem game, then the other game that I'm thinking that I want to play is Mega Man Battle Network, actually. It came out this year, but I was too busy playing Fire Emblem, so I wasn't able to play it. It's like a remastered version or something? I'm not entirely sure myself. But I kind of like Mega Man. I don't remember much about it, but I remember liking it. I'd like to check out the game, because I hear the game is pretty good. And it's also a collection, so there's like a lot of different... what do you call that? Installments? Like Battle Network 1, Battle Network 2, Battle Network 3. Does it go up to like 5 or 6? I think it was something like that. Oh yeah, if I played that, maybe I just might play like the first installment. Because I think the older ones are shorter. You know, the way that older games are. At least 5. Alright, so yeah, I'd probably just play like one of them. And then alternatively, visual novel. Because I like playing visual novels. The difficult part about playing visual novels is that they can be pretty long. The one in particular that I want to play is Somnium Files. I've actually had it for a long time, but I've never played through more than the beginning, so that would be interesting. I'm leaning towards Mega Man, though, if it's not obvious. Because Fire Emblem would be a lot of the same thing. But Mega Man is different. And then, yeah, so let's set that as my goal then. I'll play one Mega Man game. One of the Mega Man games. Next year. And then the other thing, another thing that I want to do then is, let's see. Last year my goal was to get to 10 subscribers. Double digits. Would it be too crazy to say that next year, let's aim for 3 digits? Considering it took me a whole year to get 10. Well, let's put that there. 100. I bet that playing Mega Man is not gonna help me get to 100. Close. So 100. Triple digits. And then the last goal, because I had 3 goals last year, so I'm gonna put 3 goals for this year. Or wait, last year, this year. This is getting confusing. I had 3 goals that I set for 2023, so I'll set 3 goals for 2024. The last goal, which will mirror the do something about singing goal, I think I would like to try and... I don't know, is this too general? Try to make friends? Because at this point now, I've been streaming alone for over a year now. Try and figure out how to make friends, how to communicate with people, how to break this solitude. That's an off-stream kind of goal, I think. But yeah, let's put it like that. So I've got my 3 goals. The game-related goal is play a Mega Man Battle Network game. Probably the first one, but like, I'll look into it. Maybe it's better to start with a different number. And then triple digits. I'll say triple digits either on YouTube or Twitch. Doesn't matter which one. So I have 2 options. And then the third goal is to make friends. Or contact people or somehow talk to people. Maybe. Adding that maybe. But yeah. I think that is it. And you know, I've never actually done a chatting stream before, so this is like the first time I've ever done this. I'm not really sure what to do to like... How do people actually talk for a long time? It's only been 40 minutes and I've already done everything I wanted to do, which is just kind of quickly go over all of my streams and then decide on some goals. Yeah, I feel like that's it. I mean, I'm just kind of looking through my past streams, and I guess I'm gonna have to think of something to do with my anniversary, aren't I? I have no idea about talking. It's hard to talk about with no objective for me. My chat is getting cut off. Yeah, same. I don't ever talk without objective. That's something that I notice, like, in general socializing. I don't get how people can talk to people. That sounds kind of bad. But I don't get how people can talk to people. Like, I can ask people questions if I need help. I can... You know, if someone asks for help, I can help them. If I talk them through it. You know, if someone wants advice, I can talk and give advice, maybe. If someone's just kind of saying what they did, then that's kind of where it ends for me as well. Yeah, there's nothing interesting for me to say. Yeah, it's interesting how people can talk for a very long time. Like, because I've been in conversations where people just keep talking, you know. When you're in places with lots of people, like gatherings and stuff. I don't know about you, but when I'm in those kind of places, I'm just listening. Sometimes it makes me wonder, like, do people realize that I'm here? Because I'm just maybe sitting there, standing there. People are having these full-blown conversations. And to be honest, like, I don't actually know what they're talking about. Like, sometimes I follow along and like a whole hour can pass and they can just keep talking. And in the end of it, I think, wait, what did they talk about? Like, they talk about like people that they know, how are they doing? But then there's also times when they say the same things over and over again. And that's it. I don't know. Right, I'll never understand how people can do that. Yeah. It's me right now trying to think of a thing to say. How can I extend this? If there's anything that I can think of saying. Like, planning what to do. I guess I can think about, like, what my next stream will be. Because, hello, this is the final stream of 2023, but the first stream of 2024 will be in, 1 week. And I haven't quite decided what I want to do there. I know that there's something that I really should get around to doing is updating my Twitch, like, about page and stuff. Because there's ways to make it look nice, I know. I've seen people who have really nice pages. So I kind of want to be able to do that. But Not the kind of thing that happens in 1 week, is it? But yeah, it's something that I probably want to do at some point. And then... yeah, if I can't think of anything to do for next week that's like different, I might just start Mega Man, because that's easy decision making. Decided that next year I will play Mega Man, and then very first stream of next year, Mega Man. And this is maybe kind of unrelated, but I also want to make a video next year, at least some kind of video. I'm really bad at making videos though. Streaming is easy enough, you just press start stream and the stream starts going. But when it comes to making videos, you have to like script it out, if it's something that you script, of course. And then record it, edit it, and then upload it. You would think that making a video is easier than streaming because you can edit it, but I don't know. Streaming... I wouldn't upload this as a video, this is just streaming. I feel like video has a higher standard. Because the videos I've uploaded so far... yeah, video takes a lot of planning. I've only uploaded like an introduction video, like way back when I started, and my cover. And that's it. I've been thinking ever since like over a year ago, maybe I should probably do a better introduction video. Even though it took me like weeks to try and figure out what to put as an introduction. That's my I'm bad at introducing myself thing. You know, I don't even introduce myself when I start my stream. I should probably do that. Like, hello, I'm Ceero. I'm a virtual ghost. But it feels weird to introduce myself. I don't know. Like, I don't ever introduce myself. But alright. This is a pretty short stream, but I'm so bad at talking. I'm so bad at talking. I think I will end it off then. Something to try and improve on. Talking. But yeah, I don't have anything else to add, so that is all. Have a good week, you too. And thanks for coming by, even though this is just a short, I don't know what I'm doing, but hey, have a good rest of the year, really. A good week, a good rest of the year, and I hope next year goes well for you. Alright then, bye-bye.